G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the west side of the map, playing as the Holy Roman Empire, it is Zumbitsutsa. That is correct. That is Beastie Cutie. This is his Smurf account, so he's currently on this Smurf account ranked, I think, number 11. He does currently sit at rank number 1 on the on the table on the rankings. So if you're interested in checking him out, make sure you do. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm also going to leave a link in the description of Golden League, because these two guys are about to play in Golden League. Well, when I say about to play, they're not actually playing today, I don't think. In fact, it's going to be some different guys today, but Golden League, but when this video is uploaded to the channel, Golden League is going to be up. It's going to be running. I want you guys to jump over, come say g'day, because it is going to be absolutely insane. But over on the other side of the map, spawning in as the Delhi Sultanate, we have got Liquid the Muslim. Liquid the Muslim is going to be playing as well, so both of these guys making it through to the final 8. That's correct. Golden League is in the final 8 people, or with the final 8 people, so down from 64 people down to 8. And this is the beginning of the finals. Now, the finals isn't just going to be one quick weekend, one quick foul swoop. No, no, no. It's going to be quite a few weekends all thrown together. So this is going to be the first weekend of the finals. So 15 GMT, Saturday and Sunday. That is when it begins. I want you guys to come check it out. I'll be casting tomorrow. I won't be casting today. I'm just going to be casting all the games that are happening today for you guys over on the YouTubes. But if you want to catch that stuff live, check it out. But let's take a little look at what we've got here today. So we've got Beastie up on the west side of the map, just opening up with a pretty standard Holy Roman Empire opening here. He's got the 3 villages on gold. Everybody else underneath the town center is just doing their thing. Not a lot of sheep underneath that town center. I guess he's always got deer that he can go to in the worst case scenario, but probably wants to save that wood for a lumber camp. Back on the other side of the map, we do see the Muslim has already got his mosque down. A little bit delayed, I would say. It's not your standard opening that you normally see out of the Delhi, though. To be fair, I've been out of the Delhi game for quite a while. I don't actually know what the most common openings are, but we did see that it was quite a late mosque coming down from him. But he's got pretty good Wi-Fi coverage. I say pretty good Wi-Fi coverage, but he's not hitting the lumber camp, not hitting the mining camp. You can't actually see it because he's sitting at player 2, but you can see all the coverage that is being provided over here by Beastie Cutie's town center. So what are we expecting out of this game? Well, number 1 contention is going to be relics. So if we take a look at the mini-map, you can see that it's probably a little bit more favored towards the Muslim. Maybe a little bit, even then, probably not. It's pretty even, pretty 50-50. Both players have got relatively... no, it's definitely towards the Muslim, because he's got one safe relic back here, so does Beastie Cutie, but then the Muslim's also got a second relatively safe relic down here towards the south. This one's pretty hotly contested, and this one is as well. Obviously, this map is Altai. Altai's gone through a few different changes, and have a look at these mountain passes that sometimes get to spawning over here. Take a look at that. Would you take a look at that? Look at that. Get that up on your screen right now. Look at that mountain pass that we've got. So I'd expect to see some walls out today. In fact, Altai is a map that you are going to see a lot of walls on, especially at a high level, just because people look to try and control the narrative, avoid fights, avoid flanks. So you might see people walling off here, looking to wall off on these sides as well, just to stop any of those raids coming through, because they always do manage to find a way to come through. Very, very pesky. But now in the middle of the map, we can see a bit of a scout war going to begin happening up. There's also a wolf that's gotten in on the action here as well. So we're going to make sure we don't change the Beastie's perspective. But yeah, at this stage, what you would expect, or what you would suspect is going to happen in this position here, is that the Muslim's probably going to be looking to do a double blacksmith opening. That's going to be probably the most common thing that you'd see from the Holy Roman Empire. Then they'd look to be taking the 3 sacred sites. It's going to be important. And then getting up as quickly as possible so that they can look to take as many of the relics as possible. And it's going to be about relic contention, because I suspect that what we're going to be seeing out of Beastie Cutie is probably going to be a fast castle of some sort. So you can see he's got a... Oh my lord! You know, we often talk about rating the Arkan Chapels. Boys, I got to be real with you. This is a 10. This is a 10. That's a 10. That is a 10 right there. This is one of the juiciest Arkan Chapels I've ever seen. Full deer, full berries, a little bit of the lumber camp, but you still get the initial, which is the most important part, and then you also get the gold mine as well. You literally hit every single resource except for stone, and of course you get the town center as well. So what an absolute beautiful Arkan Chapel here for Beastie Cutie. He'll be very, very happy with that one. But I think the question for him is how he looks to play it, because obviously you can contest Sacred Sites H2. as the Holy Roman Empire, you know, just going into men-at-arms. I think that is something that is quite reasonable to do. But by doing that, you're going to sort of concede relics away from your enemy. And now we actually see Beastie Cutie going to begin walling up. So already with some quite aggressive walls, I would say. When I say aggressive, I mean it with regard to his defense, of course. I don't mean, you know, it's not like he's walling up his enemy's side. You know, normally you wouldn't see walls coming up like this, especially not for a Holy Roman Empire player. So this probably gives a bit of insight as to what Beastie Cutie's plan is. And that's definitely going to be a fast castle-based approach here. So the question is he going to be pulling out the Burgrave Palace? Is he going to be pulling out the Regnitz Cathedral? I think Regnitz Cathedral is starting to lose a little bit of relevance. People are sort of like, well, hold on a minute. If I've got 2 relics in the Regnitz, and, you know, up against Delhi, you're probably only going to get, you know, on this map, if we look at the spawns, you know, it's likely that you're only going to get 2 Regnitz, or 2 relics, then you're not going to be able to use those relics for a little bit more, how do you say, a bit more utility. And you can see Demuslim just being absolutely just pesky, standing right on that last point. Horseman going to be able to come in. It looks like the villager manages to break free, and that scout, or rather the scout broke free, and villager going to be able to jump in. But, yeah, if you opt for the Regnitz Cathedral, it's going to be something where it's like, you know, sure, it makes sense to go for in 600 gold a minute that's coming in, but you lose a lot of utility. You know, typically you're going to expect to see keeps coming out in the middle of the map. So you've got the sacred site here, so you might see a keep come down on this side or this side, and look to put the relic inside that. And obviously, if you've got the Regnitz Cathedral, you're not going to be able to do that. There's a lot of utility that gets placed into that. Is there a hole in this wall? The way that he was running, it made me think that there might have been a hole in that wall just there. I'm not sure exactly, but looks like Scout going to be going down. A couple of horsemen sitting outside the wall at the moment. We'll take a look over at Demuslim's side and see what he's up to, because Sanctity is about to come in. We can see it there, 43 seconds to go. He's begun moving the scholars out. So we've got 1, 2, 3 scholars all out, all about, all on that map. We can see that Demuslim's obtained pretty decent map control at this point in time. He's not going to have too much to worry about with regard to his sacred sites, but obviously Beastie going to be looking to age up, going to be dropping that down, and the question is, how far is he going to be bursting out of the gates? And indeed it is the Burgrave Palace that is going to be coming down here. So to be honest, I'm really not surprised to see it, and isn't that kind of wild? The fact that the Burgrave Palace in the space of about a week has gone from being a meme to actually, like, a pretty decent landmark, because Beastie's going to be able to get up to, like, you think about it, right? From his perspective, he's conceding these sacred sites over to the enemy player, right? That's what's happening. Well, not necessarily. He might capture them for, say, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, but Beastie's going to be straight over there. Burgrave Palace just going to be pumping out units non-stop. He's got all of these villagers back here getting buffed up by the amazing Archon Chapel. I think he's in a pretty decent spot. We'll take a look over at the other side to Muslim. You can see he is gathering up all those necessary resources to get to the next stage, and indeed did open with a double blacksmith here. So getting in all the upgrades and slowly but steadily gaining control. We can see the scouts at the north going to be looking to do this. So this is exactly what you want to be doing against the Delhi. Just bring your scouts out. If you open, normally against the Delhi, open double scout, because you want to be denying as much of their food as possible. And then you just bring your scouts so they double up as just delaying the sacred site. So every second you're delaying this sacred site, you are reducing the gold income by 2.5 gold every second that you're delaying it. So basically going to be losing both of the scouts here, but delaying the sacred sites for so long. Now we check in with Beastie, and you can see this is what we were talking about. So now beginning to move out with men-at-arms. This is the equivalent of 5 barracks coming out right now. And isn't that just such a beautiful landmark? I tell you what, every time I see this landmark, I gotta get a photo of it. I gotta get a picture. I gotta get a screenshot of that one. It is just, it's such a nice landmark. I love the way that it looks, the Burgrave Palace. And now we hear that first relic getting picked up in the north of the map. Demuslim going to be looking to get up as well. You can see he's got 1,700 food in the bank, so he is doing a-okay. But now men-at-arms beginning to move into the middle of the map, and it's going to be hard for Demuslim to contest this without any form of crossbow, because keep in mind, horsemen, technically, sure, they should do well as long as the men-at-arms aren't in high numbers, but these men-at-arms, they are going to be in very high numbers, I assure you, because we're going to have that upgrade coming through, and the Burgrave is going to continue pumping out units. You can see he's got so many resources in the bank right now. He could be pumping out another 6 men-at-arms in the blink of an eye, and I think that's one of the great things about the Burgrave Palace as he continues looking pretty strong, is that it is a landmark that enables you to take full control of your economy. We can actually see that annoying pesky wolf being there. But Men-at-Arms down towards the south, Men-at-Arms up towards the north, so he is looking to neutralize all 3 sacred sites. And remember, these 2, the one up to the top, the one down to the bottom, they have only been recently captured, and all 3 sacred sites going to get neutralized. But now at the same time, Demuslim ready to age up, and you can see the scholars moving down towards the south. He's got these relics on his mind, baby. He's got another relic up towards the north, another relic in the middle of the map here as well. He could look to contest these, and we'll have to see how Demuslim plays this, because going up against Beastie Cutie, you can see Beastie is going to be starting to rally units into his base, looking to try and take control of it. And you can see right now, this is... Can you measure 4 seconds for me? Yep, it's the distance between each one of these Men-at-Arms, because that's how long it takes. 4 seconds to get that out. Second Prelate going to be moving out, looking to pick up the next relic. You can see he's definitely taking his time with regard to that. We've got ourselves a bit of a Wololo down towards the bottom. I think these guys should be able to get out. Oh my lord, they must have been right on the precipice. Going to be taking it down. Another Wololo up towards the north here. Men-at-Arms going to be trying its best to run out. I don't think that one's got a chance. Probably needed to delete that one, and now it captures himself over a Men-at-Arms. And Beastie continuing to run into the base right now of Demuslim, and Demuslim in a bit of trouble. You can see he's trying to throw it into the mosque. Mosque is quite a fair bit away. Wololo going to get off. Beastie Cutie going to be going for the kill here. You can see the Scholar down to 46 health. He continues swinging. It's down to 4 health, and he captures... He captured 5 Men-at-Arms. That's a massive swing at this stage of the game. It's going to enable him to put together a beautiful defense. Sure, that relic isn't going to be able to make it inside, but hold on a minute. We've got ourselves a fair bit of action here, because those Men-at-Arms basically mean all of a sudden that Demuslim's able to get a bit of a defense going. And you can see he's got crossbows coming out. These Men-at-Arms provide the perfect front, the perfect position for him to actually tank this up. And this is just going to be absolutely epic of a hold for Demuslim here. It would have been so difficult for him otherwise. You can see the units continuing to be rallied into the base now for Beastie Cutie. He's just non-stop going in it. These Men-at-Arms were his Men-at-Arms. He should be all over this production. He should be camping this production, killing all the units, continuing to rally. This should have been good game. This should have been good game at 12 minutes. But Beastie Cutie throws away a handful of units, and subsequently it's going to be very hard for him. And we can see that Scholar going to actually be heading up to the top, because it was actually taken out. Prelate going to be looking to race it. Unfortunately, you guys will know the Scholar much faster than the Prelate. Still, we see that relic that is yet to be picked up, so Beastie trying to contest all these relics out a little bit further. Men-at-Arms down towards the south also going to be looking to pick up and clean up the remnants of Beastie Cutie. And Beastie doing a pretty decent job of just maintaining control, just patrolling with a single Men-at-Arms everywhere. But it looks like Demuslim's managed to stabilize. He's getting all of his tier 2 upgrades. Finally, they're coming in. Looks like the Scholar not going to be able to get that Wololo off. It's going to need another 12 seconds. Probably, you could even make an argument to try and drop the relic and then run away, but then the problem that you're going to have is, oh, he's going to do a daisy chain. I like it. He can move in now with the next Scholar. You can see the Prelate coming in. He's fighting it with the Men-at-Arms. He's got to get that Scholar back over there. You can see the Demuslim moving forward and looking to actually clobber down the Prelate. Behind that, we heard a relic being picked up somewhere. I think it might have been one inside the base, potentially. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but that's going to be the second relic there. There's a third relic somewhere out and about on this map. I don't know exactly where it is. I'm looking, I can hear it. I just can't see it. And that's going to be my issue. But now we can see Demuslim going to be cleaning up Men-at-Arms again. Horseman doing a great job to just tank up that damage. Crossbows going to be able to finish that one off completely. So 2 relics coming back now for Demuslim. Where is that third relic though? Because we can see that one in the middle still yet to be picked up, and Prelate going to be running away with all of its speed, actually doing a pretty decent job. 1.24 movement speed against the 1.12 of his opponent, because when he captured those Men-at-Arms, they didn't have the speed upgrade, so unfortunately they're not going to be able to run that fast. But Beastie now behind this, looking to continue expanding, and he's got 2 relics. Beastie got 2 relics. I don't know when he picked up that second relic. I thought this was the only relic he was going to be able to contest. I'm almost curious why he never contested this. This one's been sitting out here for quite a while. Beastie going to get pushed off. Berries cancels. The outpost, sacred site, might get captured up in the north side. Indeed, that Scholar from Demuslim going to be picking this one up instead. And look how slow that Scholar moves without that with that movement speed debuff. Sacred site continuing to get now to get taken. And that's going to be the first sacred site that gets taken in quite some time. Beastie still moving around with a lot of Men-at-Arms down towards the south. You can see him just patrolling. He's got his unit quite literally on patrol, so it doesn't come up as an idol. Does he? Does he not? Does he? Does he not? I don't think he did. I think he just moved it back and forth. Crossbowman going to be moving in. Going to be looking to come through the front door here. Now, keep in mind, these crossbowmen, they're going to have... there was something about that you can just kind of tell. I think he's deleted the pillar there and then made the gate. I don't know exactly what it is, but this frustrates me so much. Whenever this happens to me, I just want to, like, I hate myself, man. Whenever this happens, I'm like, because it's a little bit unpredictable. It happens, and I don't think it was an overchop. It definitely doesn't seem like it's an overchop. You can see he's walled straight to that tree, so I'm not sure what enables them to get through there. I really don't know. But I know that deleting the pillar works like 95% of the time. I guess this is the one time that it didn't work. And now Beastie going to be looking to move into stable units, and it makes a lot of sense here because obviously he's up against a decent mass of crossbows. That's what we've seen, and now Beastie going to be looking to put on the hurt towards Demuslim. Demuslim going to be under attack from multiple angles. You can see Beastie just behind here. Actually, a lot of villagers down towards this south position. 11 villagers. I don't think Demuslim's realized. We'll check back in on it as the second town center comes up. Elephant also going to be coming out. The very first elephant of the game coming out. Sacred Site's getting captured up as well. Crossbowman up towards the north, going to be neutralizing it. There is action all over this game, and still we see the camp for Demuslim just chilling out in the base. He's sitting on top of the Burgrave. If he's on top of the Burgrave, then production stops. All of those villagers did go down. The last villager does go down. Demuslim right now sitting on 30 villagers. Beastie Cutie sitting on 48 villagers. That is a difference of 18. That is a big boy difference, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the difference that you want to be on the lower side of. But it looks like Demuslim's now managed to clean that up. Now, keep in mind, he's running 2 town centers here. So 2 town centers is not a terrible position to be in. But obviously, it's going to take some time. If we extrapolate that out, 18 villagers, how long is it going to take for 2 town centers to get up? You might think, yeah, it'll take 9 villagers. Well, keep in mind, in that same time that the enemy town center has made 9 villagers as well. So now you've got to find an extra 4.5. So it starts to look a little bit more like about 15 villagers from now is when you'll actually catch up. But you can see that he's just continuing to lose more and more villagers. Just Beastie Cutie just focusing them down, ignoring the elephants, just going straight after those. And now Beastie managing to clean up this attack that was in his base. We did see that the horsemen were beginning to be massed up a little bit earlier. He's on the 4th stable behind this, so quite a heavy investment. And he's going to be looking to get all of his upgrades as well. We can see double broadaxe, horticulture, as well as specialized pick now coming in for Beastie Cutie. And he's now going to be looking to move out onto those sacred sites in the center of the map. Looking to capture that up. He's got a Landskenax out here, and he'll be looking to try and neutralize this site. But obviously, up against the crossbowmen, it's going to be tough. And a beautiful combo that he's got here, Landskenax as well as Horseman. It's very difficult to deal with this composition because the Horsemen counter the ranged units and the Landskenax counter everything else. But now we can see that the number of elephants is actually starting to build up, and this is where I start to get worried now for Beastie Cutie, because those elephants, sure, they might look, or rather this army, it might look fearsome, but realistically those elephants are very, very strong and deal effectively with this. Now obviously the Holy Roman Empire actually get an upgrade that increases the movement speed of their infantry. This one down here. So I think that Spearmen might actually be a pretty decent option against the Tower Elephants here from Demuslim. But we'll have to look and see how he plays it. Second Sacred Site is captured up. He's got access to the 3rd one down here towards the south, but we can see the meta-arm chilling out there already. Walls have started coming up on both sides here. Demuslim actually stonewalling up his right flank. He is very cognizant of any potential raids and wants to limit them, and more walls beginning to come up. And one of the things I will note that I love about the new Altai, I'm not sure if you guys noticed it yet, but look at all these beautiful little forests just dotted around everywhere. Just 23 trees here. How many trees we got here? 18 trees here, 19 trees here, and it's mirrored over on the other side. So you can see it's absolutely beautiful. Makes it nice and easy to wall as well once you start getting into the late game. And speaking of late game, I mean, like you can see, right? Like just a stone wall here, maybe a stone wall like across there, stone wall there, stone wall there, and it's just like the whole thing is walled up. You don't have to waste 800 stone. But speaking of wasting 800 stone, look who it is. It is Beastie Cutie, gonna be looking to put down this keep in the middle of the central sacred site. There's a couple of tower elephants out here, and you can see the tower elephants gonna be trying their best to take out these units, struggling a little bit though. A knight gonna be out here as well, which is very effective up against these tower elephants, or tower war elephants. No, tower elephants rather. But the crossbow is gonna be able to help. Scholar gonna be moving out here as well. None of these units even really close to dying at this point, so it looks like Demuslim's going to be able to hold on. He's sitting on 44 villagers at the moment compared to 57 for Beastie Cutie, so still quite a bit behind where Beastie Cutie is at. But Beastie definitely seems like he might be in a bit of an advantageous spot. Setting up this central castle is definitely going to help him. So it is... It means that by having this out, I don't think Demuslim actually realizes it. Now he's going to realize it because he's getting attacked by it. This is where the situation starts to change because this sacred site can no longer be contested. It means that now, all of a sudden, you've got to start going into Trebuchet. So I would expect that we start seeing a siege workshop getting thrown down any second. He's already got a nice little stone wall at the front here, which is going to give him a great little block. So the majority of the fighting is probably going to be taking place in this area, but I'm waiting for that siege workshop. There it is, siege workshop coming down. So is that a double? No, it's a mosque. Okay, he's bringing the Wi-Fi out with it. So siege workshop going to be coming down. He's going to be looking to get trebuchets out to try and take down this this keep. And this is what I was talking about a bit earlier. You see the relic sitting inside this keep. This relic wouldn't be inside this keep if there was a Regnitz, because this relic is one of 2 relics that Beastie Cutie owns. All the other 3 relics are held by Demuslim. And so if it wasn't for him going to Burgrave Palace, then it means that he's got a Regnitz Cathedral. And sure, the Regnitz, you know, it's doing its thing. It's 600 gold. Wow, I'm 600 gold. I'm scaling, bro. Yeah, you're scaling, but you got to think about the utility that also gets offered here. And keep in mind, you're still getting all that juicy gold. So the difference here is not 600 gold a minute. It's only 400 gold a minute. And so that's what you really have to justify. That's what you really have to try and, you know, convince yourself. But walls continuing to come up now for Demuslim. He is walling his way across this. And speaking of walls, hold on a minute. Beastie Cutie looking to wall up all the things. Walling up every single crossing in the game, it seems. This is impressive walls coming out for Beastie Cutie right now. A couple of villagers still out here. The leftovers of what was once killed. But we enter into a bit of a lull in this game. And, I mean, we can talk about where we go from here. So, Beastie, he's stacking up enough resources. He's going to be thinking about Imperial any second as he does that. So, he's at a bit of a dangerous time, I think, because if 2-3 trebuchets come out, 2 or 3 trebuchets is going to be more than enough to break this keep on the front line. So, what's going to happen is Beastie will have to bring a town center up onto this keep. As soon as he sees this trebuchet, he should respond with a town center, bringing it up onto the forward line. So probably up here, maybe down here, somewhere around there. And so what that is going to enable him to do is actually bring that emergency repairs out, because he can't actually do that unless he's got the town center there prepared for it. So it's going to be really, really important that he does that, because having that town center with the emergency repairs is just going to extend the life of his keeps a lot more than it otherwise would. Just simply because emergency repairs, when you think about emergency repairs and how much wood it takes to repair the amount that emergency repairs does, I'm gonna be real, I think it's like 300 to 400 wood that's coming in. I don't actually know what the rates are, but I would imagine it's like 400 wood you're getting off a single emergency repairs. Something, maybe not 400, maybe it's like 300 wood or something like that, but it's an absolute shitload. It is so much. It is so much. But now another raid gonna be coming through. I think that's, don't tell me they're just gonna go straight through the gap. Don't you just hate that? Don't you just absolutely hate that? Beast's going to be forced to run away now. And Demuslim definitely going to be in a little bit of a tough spot. You can see the double trebuchet coming out. He's got the scholar inside the siege workshop as well. So going to be buffing that up. And we can see the keep now going to be under attack. Slowly but steadily, those trebuchets going to be working it down. 2 trebuchets, you can probably hold that with villagers, but once you start getting to that 3-4 trebuchet number, that's where it starts to get really difficult to hold, and you're going to have to start thinking about bringing out that emergency repairs. That's if you want to keep this alive. I mean, you got a relic in here, so you probably want to keep it alive. But back towards the base of Beastie, we still see that there are plenty of units just chasing away these lancers. You've got to be careful here, but I suspect, okay, he's walled it up, and there we do see the town center coming up. You can see that range that it's got, that radius that it provides is going to be giving that emergency repairs, and now Beastie going to be under attack once again. Lance is just splitting up. Demuslim doing a great job of just getting all over the base of Beastie. A little bit of a stock take reveals 62 villagers for Demuslim, 78 for Beastie. So Beastie is taking off all of a sudden. He's looking like he's in a decent position here, but the main thing is that obviously there's a lot of units coming out here for his opponent. This is a great composition, and the one thing I would be scared of is, there it is, the 4th trebuchet. The 4th trebuchet is where this starts to get really serious, because you're going to need more than emergency repairs. You're going to need to be pulling villagers all the time. And speaking of emergency repairs, He does actually have access to it, so I would there we go. Emergency repairs coming down immediately. And this is what really makes the Holy Roman Empire staying power so damn strong. So damn strong. It's that emergency repairs. You can see the healing that comes out of it. It must be the equivalent of like 15 villages healing up for 20 seconds. It's so many resources that are coming out right now. It's an incredibly underrated ability, especially for the type of meta that we've got at the moment, which is very much trench warfare, in that we've got keeps, outposts, working together with trebuchets, and that's what it is. And it's about trying to break those trebuchets and break that position from your enemy. And now Beastie actually going to be pushing up as well. Keep at about half health at the moment, but keep in mind emergency repairs, another 20 seconds to go. Beastie going to continue pushing up. There's 4 trebuchets here, so this keep is not too long for the world, but Beastie going to be running in. Looks like he's got the torches out, so he's going to be focusing down that trebuchet. Indeed he does. He's going to be looking to try and take out that second one, but Men-at-Arms going to get blocked out there and going to get forced to repel. We see the boiling oil coming in for Muslim. This is going to help him out a huge amount. Keep in mind it is free for the deli. He's getting a whole bunch of upgrades through at the moment. He's actually sitting... Is he sitting on 2 TCs? Yeah, still sitting on 2 TCs. So has yet to add in a 3rd town center at this point, despite Beastie being in the Imperial Age. We'll take a look at how Beastie's doing, trying to keep this keep alive. You can see he's holding on for dear life here. There's a handful of villagers out here as well. He's going to have to pull more from the wood lines. He's got about 300, 400 wood in the bank, and now emergency repairs going to be finished. So this is where it starts to get a little bit hasty because we've got 4 trebuchets back here, and we've got ourselves some elephants that might think about pushing up as well. A couple of villagers going to be coming out in response as well, looking to just repair it up. I'm looking to... he's looking to repair it. The villagers underneath. What's even firing off? Oh, it's the keep itself that's firing off towards this keep. Like the bombard emplacement. But now Beastie might be losing the keep here. He's going to be trying his best, dropping a second keep. Probably realizes that it's unlikely that the first one stays alive, and he's going to be trying his best to keep it up. Keep coming forward. It's down to about 700 health. You can see it gets down to 300, 400. Another boulder comes in. The emergency repairs. He somehow keeps it alive. It's a slither of health. Take a look at that keep and look how fast it goes up. He's got all the villagers out here. No such thing as insufficient wood. Not for Beastie Cutie. And now continues to push forward. You can see that the trebuchets just make it so damn difficult to keep these alive, but all of a sudden the emergency repairs comes out of the woodwork. It's back up to 70% health. Don't mind me, ladies and gentlemen. Bombard now begins to move out. Going to be applying some pressure on the other side all of a sudden. And now you can see Beastie Cutie going to be trying to hold on. He's got elite Men-at-Arms here. He's only got the +2 ranged armor. No melee armor, no melee attack at this point. At least I don't think he's got melee attack. Actually, does he have +3 melee attack? Get out of here. Nope, he's got +1. He's got Bloomery in. That is it. But we can see now Beastie going to be trying to hold on. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's going to be holding on. Something tells me that there's too many trebuchets back here. There's a 5th trebuchet coming out. Beastie Cutie going to be trying to hold on as best he can. We're going to enter into the cinematic mode as all the Men-at-Arms begin pushing forward. Emergency repair is going to be coming out once again, continuing to fire off down upon these units. Bombard might be going down here. Villagers get pulled. They're going to be able to repair it up. Takes it up to about 1% health, but still manages to survive. All of the crossbows as well as the elephants continue moving forward. The keep might be going down. You can see the villagers going to start to get focused down on the backside. We don't actually see boiling oil coming in for Beastie Cutie, but he looks like he might be holding on. The bombard going up for a little bit of a bombard kiss and getting blocked by the villagers as it heads back towards the front line, and still somehow the keep stays alive. The keep stays alive. How is it still staying alive? Get down, keep. You have no business being alive right now. What are you doing? And finally the keep goes down. Oh my, if you had told me anything else, like I would have suspected this keep survives forever. This keep was damn near immortal, dude. And now the scholar moving in to pick up the relic immediately. Bombard, no soup for you, my friend. No soup for you. Immediately one-shots. The scholar moved in so quickly to try and take that relic. Beastie Cutie not having any of it, manages to pick up that relic. He's going to take it back to his keep. You can see all of the units continuing to move forward, and now it looks like Muslim's got himself a decent little mass here, but Beastie Cutie, he's going to start looking to go into Elite Horsemen, which is definitely the right play. He's slowly but steadily adding in more units. You can see he's got 9 Elite Horsemen in queue at the moment, but does he have that Military Academy? That's going to be the difference here. He does not have Military Academy at this point. 30% reduction, and continuing to move forward with the bombards. He's struggling to keep his head above water. You can see this unit mass starting to really build up for Muslim. He's slowly taking over the map, and now going to be forced to move back towards that keep. The keep definitely going to be staying alive. I don't think there's any doubt about that. This is an immortal keep, or at least a family of immortal keeps, it seems. You know, most keeps, the expected life expectancy of a keep is typically between 3 and 6 minutes. Not Beastie Cutie's keeps. It's about 8 to 9 minutes when he's playing the Holy Roman Empire. Those things seem to stay alive forever. But now Beastie going to be... Look at the amount of bombards he's adding in. That's the 4th bombard that is coming in now. He's got plenty of elite horsemen, a couple of men-at-arms in here as well. Economy is going to be the main... He's got 140 villagers. I'm sitting here thinking, where the hell is Beastie Cutie's economy? He's got 140 villagers. That's where his economy is. That is a lot of villagers. He's at 170 population. Bombards looking to come out. The keep going to be going up on this north side. Trebuchet continuing to unfold, unpack, and take out that keep in a single foul swoop, and now pushing out a lot of elite horsemen coming out here. They've got their +2 range defense. Bombard's going to be able to focus down that keep in one foul swoop, and indeed they do. Trebs continuing to unpack on that backside. We'll see emergency repairs shortly come out, I suspect, as Beastie Cutie continues to push in. He's got to be careful not to overextend as we see more horsemen coming out. I think they might be veteran horsemen by now. We didn't actually get to click on them. There they are. No, they're only just your standard horsemen. He doesn't have the veterancy yet. So horsemen going up against elite horsemen. Never a fun battle for the horsemen. But Beastie Cutie looking very strong. Compare that to Demuzum. Demuzum sitting on 96. Beastie on 146 villagers right now, and still unable to field a full massive army. This is what I love about these high-level games, is just because the trading of military is just so high that you're able to go above 130 vills, which is typically considered like the most that you really want to go up to. But still, we see players being able to go up towards that 150, 146 mark, and still not have an issue at all. And you can see he's still having trouble maxing out here. But now in the middle of the map, the bombards are really starting to build up, and these guys, keep in mind, these guys are very effective at just killing things. That's typically what they're good at. Killing things. Just a single target, 170 damage. So they're going to be one-shotting crossbowmen. They're going to be one-shotting the veteran horseman. It looks like good game gets called. Demuzum going to be tapping out. Fellas, I hope you guys have enjoyed this casted game. I hope you've enjoyed the look at the keep that never died. Make sure you check out Golden Link. It's happening right now. 15 GMT, Saturday and Sunday. Be there or be square. These guys are going to be there, and I expect you to be there as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And let's take a look just through the stats before we do it. I know you guys want to see the stats. Drongo, let's see the stats. All right, we'll see the stats. Look at the Vill count. It was all about that raid on the berries. All about that raid on the berries. That just slowed the Muslim down so much. And then military count. It came up, but what goes up must come down.